Hey guys, what's going on? So, we're a couple of days into 2016, and it's around this time of the new year that a lot of folks out there have goals that they want to achieve over the next couple of months, or if you want to use that incredibly cheesy term, a resolution. Now, the thing about a resolution is whether you want to implement something positive into your life or take something negative out, there can be a lot of cynicism around this. And the reason for that is that a lot of people give something a bash for a couple of weeks and then, it's given up, the New Year's fad is worn off. Well, I want to share a very quick story with you guys, which might just inspire some of you to take something up this week, in the next couple of days, that you've been procrastinating about for a while, kick its ass over the next 12 months so that you have an amazing achievement to look back on New Year's Eve to be proud of. So, a couple of years ago, around the time I was doing my leaving cert, I got hit with the most horrendous case of acid reflux you could possibly imagine. It lasted about a year and it damaged my stomach and throat to the point where I still cannot eat properly to this day. I'm constantly dehydrated. It's so hard to get food in. It really damages your relationship with food. It gives you a lot of food issues because you're feeling nauseous all the time. And I never feel hunger, so I eat by the clock, which makes you obsessed with time. It just all round messes with your mental and physical health. Now, over the past couple of years, no doctor has been able to help me out with this, and we've tried everyone. And I've even been told that it's in my head and that there's nothing wrong with me. Now, April 2015 last year, there was a bit of a turnaround. I went out to eat with my folks for the first time in years. It was my brother's 18th, so I obliged, but usually I can't stand going out to eat with people because I'm so self-conscious of how difficult it is for me to eat around people, so I avoid the situation at all costs. But I did that time, and I think my folks got a reminder of just how bad it is for me. So the following week, they got me to go down to A&E to try one last time to see if anything could be done. And after numerous hours in hospital and numerous trips to the hospital as well, I got a 15-minute scope test done, which showed up the worst damage through acid reflux that this particular doctor had ever seen in his entire medical career. I'm in my mid-20s. But the gas thing about this is that it was the best reaction to bad news you could possibly imagine. I've been in so much pain and discomfort with this for the past couple of years that having a doctor finally acknowledge this and not tell me that it's in my head or there's nothing wrong with me, it was such a massive relief. It was insane. Now after this, I had a couple of consultations. The first one I remember clearly because it was on May 22nd, the same day as the same-sex marriage referendum. Went in, listened to a whole lot of medical jargon, didn't stand up for myself, and walked out really unhappy. The next time, I was determined to get answers, so I went in, cut the doctor off mid-sentence. I was like, listen, am I going to be able to eat or drink normally any time between now and my 30s or 40s or any time between now and when I die? And he said, I'm sorry, Shane, I cannot give you that guarantee. Basically, a couple surgeries would be needed to attempt to correct what's going on, and even with that, there's absolutely no guarantee that it'll work. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get into something right now that I've been putting off for years, and that is the gym. Now, I've been using every excuse in the book. I've been like, oh, I'd be too intimidated, or I wouldn't know what to do, and more legitimate ones like, I can't eat enough food and I can't drink enough water, which are absolutely vital if you want to get into that. But I was like, I may not be able to do that, but I'm going to try my damn best. So mid-July, my brother happens to be at PT. I went down and had my first training session with him, with his company B2 Performance. Enjoyed every single minute of it. And since mid-July, every week, 4 times a week for the past 6 months, I've been training consistently. And it's been one of the best things I've ever done. I haven't gained a lot of weight because obviously I'm restricted in that area, but I've massively increased strength, massively increased confidence right through the roof. Got a lot of tone going on, and also I've learned so much about the health and fitness industry, which has been amazing and such an eye-opener. Now, the reason I'm making this video is that I really just want to convey the message that whatever your goal is that you want to achieve this year, whatever you have your mindset on, there is nothing holding you back other than willpower and commitment, and to be consistent with that. Because I keep thinking of the progress that I could have made if I didn't have this stomach thing going on over the past couple of months, or even if I'd started this a couple of years back. I keep thinking how far down the road I would be, but that's not the case for me, and that's okay. We're going to work around that. And it's also crazy because like I had to have such a bombshell dropped by a doctor in order to stop me from procrastinating. So if you take anything from this, just please, if you have something that you want to achieve, stop delaying it, because if I kept delaying this, I might never do what I've done over the past 6 months. And also, I want to vlog my progress over the next year or two, or I basically have a specific body image in mind that I want to achieve. It may take me till the end of this year, next year, whenever, but I want to vlog this now. I want to do that to basically be able to look back on my story, to hopefully inspire some of you guys. Whatever you guys want to achieve, whether it's giving up smoking, drinking, a new diet, gain weight, lose weight, start a class, start a course, whatever it is, I hopefully want to inspire some people from this, because if I can do it with this handicap feckin' stomach, imagine what you guys can do. It's ridiculous. And also I want to put pressure on myself, because I feel that if I put a camera on myself for the coming year or two, or however long this takes, or whatever way this takes off, that I'll achieve that much more progress. We've all had those down days where we don't want to do something, and in this context, maybe the diet, or maybe you don't want to train quite as hard. And I think if I vlog this, it might push me that extra bit. So I hope to God I've inspired some people through this. I hope everyone takes something up this week that they're really passionate about, that they've been procrastinating for a long time, takes it up and kicks its ass for the next 12 months, so you have something incredible to look back on over at the end of the year, and then continue it on, because bettering yourself never has to end. So I hope you all do that this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I very much hope to speak to you guys again very, very soon. Cheers.